Listen. This is not a poem about strangers. This is an accusation aimed at us. At every moment we saw cruelty, felt it, and chose silence because speaking would have cost us comfort. We remember what we allowed, what we ignored, what we laughed at because caring would have demanded courage. And memory does not disappear. It waits until the room is quiet, until there is nobody left to blame. Then it whispers the truth. We knew. Do you want to know how a society loses its soul? Not in one explosion, not in one war, not in one terrible night. It happens slowly. One cruel joke, one person humiliated, one wounded voice ignored, one heart left alone while everyone kept scrolling. Rot never enters screaming. It whispers, "It is not that serious. Someone else will help." Do not ruin the mood. Just laugh. And slowly, what once disgusted us begins to entertain us. Here is the part that should hurt. We did not lose our morals because we were powerless. We lost them because we wanted comfort. We wanted peace without responsibility, a clean conscience without earning it. So we watched people break and called it drama. We watched loneliness swallow them and called them difficult. We watched someone beg to be understood and punished them for speaking too loudly. Then, when they disappeared, we said, "We never knew how bad it was." But sometimes we did know. We simply did not want their pain to interrupt our day. Stop pretending silence is innocent. Silence can protect a wounded person. But silence can also protect the one who is destroying them. Every time we saw cruelty and decided it was not our problem, we gave cruelty more room. Every time we laughed so the crowd would accept us, someone learned that their suffering was entertainment. Every time we looked away, we taught the wounded that nobody was coming. And some people still carry the sound of our laughter inside the darkest memories of their lives. The most dangerous monsters do not always look like monsters. Sometimes they look like ordinary people who became comfortable. Comfortable with humiliation. Comfortable with watching someone collapse behind a screen. First, cruelty shocks us. Then, it amuses us. Then, it becomes normal. Finally, we become angry at anyone who still has the courage to care. That is moral rot. Not hatred alone, indifference. The cold decision that another person's pain is too inconvenient to matter. And still, we remember. We remember the face of the person nobody defended. We remember the message we read but never answered. We remember when we could have said, "Stay. I believe you. You are not alone." But we remained quiet, not because we had no words, because speaking would have cost us something. Approval, comfort, popularity, peace. And now the memory has a voice. It visits when the noise dies and asks, "Why did you leave them there?" This is the wound beneath everything. Most people do not need a hero. They need one person who does not turn away. One person who stays when the room becomes uncomfortable. One person who says, "I see what is happening, and I will not pretend that I do not." We keep waiting for humanity to become kinder, but humanity is not somewhere else. Humanity is us. It is the next decision, the next moment when silence feels safer than courage. So hear this like a warning, not a poem. We are not shaped only by what we do. We are shaped by what we tolerate. Every excuse leaves a stain. Every cruelty we normalize returns to us as a colder world. And one day, We look around and ask, what happened to people? We happened. Our silence happened. Our fear happened. Our need to belong happened. The world did not lose its heart in one moment. We gave it away, piece by piece. But the rot is not stronger than choice. There is still a line inside every human being that can say, no. No, I will not laugh. No, I will not look away. No, I will not leave someone alone because defending them makes me uncomfortable. Maybe you cannot save everyone, but you can stop being part of what destroys them. Answer the message. Speak the truth. Sit beside the person everyone else abandoned. Sometimes, one human presence is the final wall between a wounded soul and darkness. One day, the noise will stop. The screens will go black. The crowds will disappear. The excuses will sound empty. And memory will remain. It will ask, what did you allow? What did you ignore? Whose pain did you turn into a joke? Who needed you while you protected your comfort? Make sure the answer does not destroy you. Start now. Not with perfection, with courage. Not with promises, with presence. Not with another speech about humanity. With one human being you refuse to abandon. Because moral rot begins when we stop caring. And healing begins the moment someone says, I see you, I believe you, and this time I will not walk away.